Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you up.
Yeah, what I'm telling y'all, I can't with Now That's TV anymore. Like, I really wanted to give Now That's, or maybe it's just this show specifically, because let's get into it. Let's get into it. Like, what I'm telling y'all, this season 5 finale of South Central Baddies was the most wildest, ghettoest, craziest thing I've seen on reality TV in a long time. And when I'm telling y'all, I'm a reality TV person. Like, this ghetto TV stuff is what I do. But Now That's TV, or maybe, like I said, this show specifically is just different. But I just had to get that out. But yeah, again, let's get into it. Let's get it. So this finale starts off with Joyce versus Sky. And honestly, you know how at first it was Sky that wanted to smoke with Joyce? Eventually, it was just Joyce that wanted to smoke with Sky. So it's like, Sky honestly got what she was asking for. So Sky honestly is looking like she wants to call it truce. Like, Joyce had snuck her. Yeah. Sky is yelling in the camera zooming in on the crust around her lips. Like what? I was like, yo, it's already too much going on, and this is the first 5 minutes. You have Zanaya's loose neck ass that's trying to get into it, and the fact that Zanaya keeps trying to get Joyce, it's just like, bro. Like, and the thing is, Joyce is not even worried about her. Like, Joyce was so busy trying to fight Sky, and here comes Zanaya. It's just like, girl, you cannot even fight her. So her even wasting all this energy to trying to get her is pointless. Like, yo, I really wanted to like Zanaya, but it's like, yeah, like she doesn't do it for me. Like, I'm sorry. And Sky, I can't feel bad for her because she wanted smoke with Joyce so bad. So it's just like, you got the smoke you wanted, and then you left with 2 bald patches, crust around your lip, got beat up like twice. So it's just like, yeah, I agree with Joyce. You really represented your city kind of bad, boo, because it's like she came in with an agenda to try to make people look bad, but she ended up being the one that looked bad. So it's like, then y'all, apparently Money's money got stolen. She said it was something else, but the main thing that got stolen was her money. But they never really got into like who stole her money, who, what, when, where, why, how. But her money had gotten stolen, and it's like, what was going on in the house where someone was even in the position to touch her belongings to steal her money? Like, I really want to know, was camera casting and crew, were they just there holding cameras, like not interfering with anything? Because like, it seemed like cameras were on these girls 24/7. Shit, they was only in there for 2 days. Like, we saw everything. Like, filming was only 2 days. Like, so it was like, who stole this girl's money? And we never found out, and that was weird to me too, because if anything, I wanted her to get the person that stole her money. So it's just like, yeah, but the thing is, in this show, there is never any dialogue. We were never gonna find out who stole her money because they don't ever converse about things, they just fight. So it's just like, but yeah, the girls are finally out the house doing something, walking the strip somewhere, and it's Vila's birthday, and she's out, she's twerking in front of the stores and whoop, 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 whoop. But y'all, tell me why as she's dancing, I hear her say, like, real faintly, talking about, I'm ready to fight. And it's just like, girl, you can't just, twerk for your birthday. Like, at least take a day off for your birthday, girl, like, leave it to everybody else. And that's exactly what happened. Because 5 seconds after she said that, y'all, when I'm telling y'all, if I would have seen this in person, I would have been gagged. Like, I seen street fights, school fights, but if I were just walking the strip with my family and out of nowhere I just saw all of this that I'm about to explain, I just would have been like, what is going on? Like, who are these girls and why do they think it's okay to fight in front of other people's establishments like this? Like, I was confused. So yeah, it was literally the house versus Joyce in the Fab Five. Like, and what I'm telling y'all, they were throwing mannequins, store products, knocking over store products. They were literally fighting in the middle of a street on the strip, a public one, with hella people on there. Like, if it were at least them, I would have given them grace. I would have been like, okay, they acting a fool in public, but at least there's nobody there to see it. So, you know, that's kind of reality TV stuff. How they just rent out places and people just be acting a fool. Like, you know, like, but y'all, these girls were literally throwing mannequins from the stores, and it's like everybody around them is just looking like. But at the same time, it's like these people see these cameras, so at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, clearly they're doing a reality TV show, but at the same time, they're still looking at them like, why the heck are y'all having a brawl in the middle of our stores? Like, can y'all at least go back to y'all Airbnb with this? Cause damn, y'all don't know how to at least act in public? And all me and everybody else is here, and it's them throwing stuff and putting shit on the dead homies. And when I hear phrases out in the streets and I hear a whole bunch of people saying on the dead homies, that's my time to get the hell out, okay? Like, yeah. And I promise you, y'all, I was watching this scene and the whole time I was just like, oh girl, who I want to say her name is Kayla, but everybody in this show doesn't have confessionals, so I didn't even learn everybody's name. But I think her name is Kayla. Oh girl, that was screaming, putting things on the dead homies. She is the biggest crash out of this damn season. She's in the camera, smoke me, smoke me, smoke me. It's just like, girl, please don't be ready to die over no street. Now that's TV girls trip, mean girls beef. Like, it's not that deep. Like, you know, like she really ready to die about whatever beef she got with these girls. And it's just like, girl, relax. Like I said, the best way I can explain it is Fab Five, everybody else, and this is the middle of the street, and it was just like throwing stuff, and people trying to get around, get into the stores, dead homies, and it's just like, and the craziest thing about this is like, security is trying to break everything up, so nobody's really fighting. Nobody is really fighting. It's just chaos. It's like all they needed was some pitchforks in their hands, and it would have looked like, oh, okay, we get it. This is a stupid ass, brawl. This is something. Yeah, but y'all, it was just so much going on. And the thing is, security could not control them. Security is just, all I hear is, grab them, grab this. It is just like, yo, this is like, Isaiah, now that's TV South Central Baddies, y'all need to do something. Or y'all need to cast better people, or y'all need to have stronger security casting crew to control these people, or y'all need a better host that can control these people, because this show, it's not working with this format and setting that y'all are doing now. But one thing I can say that was funny about the whole, street brawl fight is that Joyce tried to sneak Zanaya. But as she's trying to get Zanaya, My jumps in and tries to sneak her. And tell me why Joyce talking about she knew exactly who it was because she smelled must. Like, why do Joyce be eating them up? So they kind of separate Fab Five with everybody else. They have Fab Five in front of everybody. So they're walking forward, getting away from it. So everybody else starts running after them. And y'all, I don't know. Like, Billy, I'm guessing Billy, she must have did track and fields at a certain point in her life, because she was able to, whoa, she was getting down there. All we heard was Billy. Like, not, like, at first they couldn't catch Billy. I was just like, oh, okay, Billy kind of fast. So then my catches up to Joyce in the street, and they try to fight. And, you know, they really don't really get into each other. However, my was hitting security. And y'all, honestly, no lie, my is a weirdo to me. She is a freaking weirdo. It really looked like she was trying to hit security on purpose, trying to get Joyce. And it's just like, this is her second, third time actually fighting security. And it's just like, girl, if you, like, first of all, and that's the thing, you know you cannot fight Joyce. So it's just like, I don't know, but she, I'm sorry, y'all, my she's a weirdo to me. And then we catch up to Billy, and Billy is attacking the camera. Like, she's literally fighting the camera. Like, the camera. Like, all we see is her coming towards the camera. And no lie, me watching that last night, I was kind of scared. Then we get back to the house. Their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house. And we open the doors to their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house. When I'm telling y'all, it looked like a dang tornado ran through that mug. Like, the way that these girls destroyed this house is insane. Insanity. Atrocity. Like, I can make up my own word right now. That's how bad that house looked. And it's just like, it's just stuff everywhere. It's like they were just literally just throwing stuff everywhere. They're throwing stuff and it's not even hitting the people that they want to hit. They're just throwing stuff around the house, messing up the house. Like, what? So the house is looking gross. We have the Fab Five that are downstairs in the basement versus all the girls that are upstairs. And they're just throwing stuff from upstairs to downstairs. Like, they're throwing stuff to each other, but the stuff is not hitting the people. It's just hitting the ground. So they're throwing stuff. They're literally just throwing stuff upstairs and it's just hitting upstairs. And they're just throwing stuff downstairs and it's just hitting the downstairs because they can't see one another because of the stairs. And it's like, y'all, it was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I know I sit here and I talk about I support women's rights and wrongs, but y'all, and I know this is hypocritical, but it's just like, this is probably gonna be the only time I say this watching reality TV, because I expect a lot of crazy shit from reality TV, but this shit was crazy. They just start throwing stuff back and forth, and then you have Billy that throws her urine at them. She peed in the cup and she threw it at them. And y'all, after that, I was just done. I was just done. And the thing is, she's laughing at it. She's like, oh, you know, I ran this season. This was my season. It's like, was this Billy's season? Was she the standout person in this season? Yeah, but her throwing pee lost me. It's just like, and like I said, and the crazy thing is, tell me why when she throws the pee, that's one of the only things that hit the girls. One of the only, like, y'all, if y'all seen that house, it was just trash and glass, and they were throwing like alcohol, Fabuloso, like shit like that everywhere. But this girl threw pee, and that's one of the only. And y'all, a lot of it and not like, y'all, she pissed in the cup. Like, it was a whole bunch of pee in there because a lot of it got on the wall. And y'all, I really thought it was pine soil. No tea, no shade. Or this could be all the tea, all the shade. I really thought that mug was pine soil until somebody was like, oh my gosh, did she throw pee? I smell it, it's burning. And it's just like, yo, why is first of all, your urine should not be hitting other people's skin, period. But the fact that it did, and people are saying that it stinks and it's burning and they smell it, and then on top of that, it looks like pine soil. This is all the wrong in the world. And honestly, if I were Fab Five, no, honestly, these girls can't even sue, because if they try to sue Isaiah, it's just like, look at what the fuck y'all did to this house. But then at the same time, y'all throwing urine, micturate on people. Like, yeah, honestly, it's not that long before now that's TV, like, these people get sued, shut down, because this is the second time I done seen somebody threw piss on somebody on this network. And at this point, like, I don't know if y'all think it's funny, but to me, that's just going too far. It's so ignorant. Did y'all tell me why I watched later the episode? So at first I stopped it right there, because I was just like, okay, this is too much. So I pause it, I play it again, and we go to Beela's birthday party, and I'm just so happy Beela at least was out enjoying her birthday and not in this BS. Like, for real. The only scene I could tolerate was Beela's ghetto block party birthday party, and that's the only scene that I can watch throughout this whole episode. For real, because everything else was just like, it was too much. It was too much. Then y'all, when I thought it could not be any worse, tell me why somebody said, because I heard Beela, and they were talking about it in confessionals, somebody saved their feces, their poop, to throw on somebody. They didn't say who, but they said somebody. And after this, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I can't do Now That's TV anymore. Or I specifically cannot do this show again. Because it's just like, WTF. Isaiah literally went to the side of the street, to the gutter. It was just like, who wants to be on South Central Baddies? Like, that's exact. Like, I know y'all said these girls were on other shows, but it's just like, what? Like, for real, I'm curious, where did they find these girls from? Where did they find these girls from? I have never, ever, ever in my life met someone who wait, no lie. When I was in high school, it was one girl that threw urine on somebody, but that's when I was in high school. It wasn't funny then. But at least we were 16. Me turning on TV on that and seeing these people my age laughing and kiki ha ha, throwing micturate in feces. I'm just like, yo. And my thing is, if y'all are willing to do ignorant shit like this for cameras, what the? And the thing is, everybody putting things on a dead homie. Like, and the thing is, this sound like this some real street beef. I'm crazy. I'm so curious to know what would they do to these girls outside the house. If y'all throwing pee and poop on people inside the house on cameras, it's like, what's gonna happen when these girls get back in the real world and they see each other? Like, it's probably gonna be a lot of smoking and on the dead homies going on. Like, I'm scared that one of these girls really about to lose their lives or go to jail over some Now That's TV beef. And it's like, y'all, what I'm telling y'all, when I saw Ivory doing on Young and Reckless, I was kind of shook, but at the same time, I was like, I heard a lot of bad things about Ivory. So, you know, but seeing Billy on, but honestly, no lie, Billy doing this doesn't really surprise me, but it's just like, ew. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I was shook. Like, I was sick to my stomach watching this. Like, this whole episode, the only scene I could stomach was Beela's birthday party. And they only showed that for 5 minutes. Like, when I went back to do my notes to recap this show, I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I really wish I could just sit down and talk about Beela's birthday party. But y'all, what I'm telling y'all, this show is the most ignorant, ghettoest crap I've ever seen in my life, to the point where it wasn't even enjoyable. It wasn't funny. Excuse me. There was no dialogue. And all I learned from South Central Baddies is that street beef should not be on TV, bro. Let these girls hash their street beef out on the streets and cast some people that know how to act on TV. Like, at least people that know how to act. At least people that understand that when they use the bathroom and they pee in the toilet, that's where it's supposed to go. That when people use the bathroom, it's supposed to go in the toilet. People that know that when they go out in public, that they shouldn't really, we got beef, but let's wait till we get back. Let's wait till we get back home. And then, if you need that, I got you. People that don't think it's okay to just ruin the freaking Airbnb that they're not gonna clean up. Like, y'all, honestly, I really hope that these girls did not get paid for this. I sound like a hater, but I don't care. I really hope these girls did not get paid for this. Because what did they do? What did they do? Like, seriously, Billy, star of the show, funny, could fight, had hands, but her throwing pee was just, nah, you're not getting paid. You're too ignorant. You don't know how to act. You hitting the camera. And y'all, everybody on this cast disrespected Isaiah, camera, crew, production. Everybody took a part in ruining the house. 70% of these girls, well, no, not 70. Some of these girls actually put their hands on production, and it's just like, I just feel like this went too far. And like I said, I really hope nobody got paid for this. I'm trying to think. The only person that I liked from this season, well, the only people I liked in this season was Cash and Joyce. Everybody else, Billy, she lost me in the end. West, Billy's, she just Billy's cousin. I really don't not like her, but she didn't do anything to be like. Fab Five, they had no dialogue. Their confessionals weren't funny. All I heard from them was them fighting and putting things on the dead homies. Joyce, she was funny. She was funny, and Cass, she was funny. Like, they weren't really that annoying. Like, at least they had personality. Everybody else, they made their whole personality on this show fighting. Like, only thing I know about these girls is that they like fighting, that they have a lot of dead homies. At least I know Cass and Joyce, they got a personality outside of this, and they actually funny. I would say that about Billy, but this bitch nasty because she throw pee. So it's just like, and the fact that a lot of people upstairs thought it was funny was just like, no. And like I said, all Zanaya do is do this in her confessionals. And it's just like, girl, relax, calm down. And y'all, the fact that Zanaya was on here thinking that she did her big one is crazy. For her to be like, the way she talking, like, ew, it's just like, girl, who did you do your big one on this show? Your fight with Lori lasted 2.5 seconds. If it lasted a little, like 10 more seconds, Lori would have did your ass in, babe. But it's like, I get it. You're cute and you just very cocky with confidence. But you didn't do anything on this show for you to even think that you did your big one, babe. Like, Sky, no. I thought Money Lock was real cute. I will say that. Okay, out of the Fab Five, I did like Money Lock. I will say that. Like I said, Kayla, old girl that had the crust on her lips screaming in the cameras, like, she didn't do it for me. Sweet Jap, no. But yeah, y'all, overall, this show was very not entertaining. I thought it was going to be, but it's like all the girls did on here was bring their street beef or their beef from other shows to this show, and they literally used this show to squash their, no, not to squash their beefs. They literally used this show to fight. That's all they did. They literally used this show to fight. And I literally hate that for them, because now it's just like, y'all, they used Isaiah. Let's just keep it a buck. They done used Isaiah to just fight. So now he's left with no show, because he only has a few days worth of film to go. He has a dirty house that he has to figure out how he's gonna clean up. And my thing is, when all this shit was going on, why wasn't the CEO of the show called? Why wasn't the CEO of the show called when shit was going down? You wanna know why? Because what the hell would Isaiah would have done different? he can't control them. He can't tell them to calm down. He can't tell them to do anything because they don't listen to him. So it's just like, I feel like this show specifically, like this should be the last season. Unless they have better production, a better host, and better girls that know how to act and actually do dialogue and fight and know how to act in public, this show should be shut down. Because apparently, well, somebody told me the rest of the seasons weren't like this, but I don't know what it was about this season. But y'all, I was just gagged, overstimulated, confused watching this finale. Like I said, the only thing I was happy was the fact that Bila was able to celebrate her birthday and she wasn't involved in this. You know, like that's literally the only thing that I liked about this. Other than that, it was way too much going on. It was way too much disrespect. It was no dialogue. It was just throwing stuff around. People throwing their fluids, and that's just too much for me. And the thing is, not like anybody was fighting. It was just a whole bunch of chaos. Like, I honestly wish as soon as Billy would have thrown that they just would have let everybody upstairs. That would have been the only time I would have allowed them for jumping. They should have just released. Honestly, I would have let security, production, and crew get involved to be like they should, like, no lie. Everybody, because even security crew got hit with that. Like I said, it was all over the walls. So it's just like, wow, like, y'all. But yeah, y'all, this season, this show was crazy. I don't know if I can stomach a Now That's TV show again if it's like this, because it's the second time I've seen somebody throw pee on somebody on this network. So y'all, let me know another Now That's TV show that's not wowing, and I can get on there and talk about it for y'all. But South Central Baddies, no, I can't again. And if I see any of these girls on other shows, that I'm gonna exit out too, because I'm gonna be like, no, I already know how they get down, so I'm not even gonna set myself up to see this BS again. So yeah, y'all, South Central Baddies, I rate it like a 5 out of 10, but that's just how the cookie crumbled. But y'all, I'm doing Baddies Midwest and Jocelyn's Cabaret, so if y'all want to see a baddie recap some shows, then y'all just know what y'all need to do. Y'all just need to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.